How to get rid of cold feet for good. 3 simple ways that really work. Have you ever had this happen to you? You put on warm socks, fur-lined boots, wrapped yourself up completely, and your feet still freeze as if you were walking barefoot on ice? Take a few steps outside, and your toes start to freeze. Your skin turns pale, and all you can think about is getting home, wrapping yourself in a blanket, and forgetting about winter. This isn't just discomfort. Cold feet affect the entire body. The immune system weakens, chronic diseases flare up, and blood circulation is disrupted. And the most unpleasant thing is the feeling that winter is always against you. A walk turns into a struggle for survival. This was the case with Elena Petrovna. In the past, she loved winter. The crunch of snow under her feet, the frosty air, the silence in the park. But over time, every trip outside became torture. As soon as she stepped outside, the cold in her fingers turned into a real icy prison. After 10 minutes of walking, she was no longer enjoying nature, but only thinking, "I wish I were home." And then one day, warming herself with another cup of tea and rubbing her cold feet, she complained to her friend. Her friend just smiled and said, "Try making insoles out of an old wool sweater." "What?" Elena was surprised. "Do you think that will help?" At first, of course, she didn't believe it. Old fabric. What could it do when modern insoles from the store didn't help? But she had nothing else to do, so she decided to try it. She found an old sweater in the closet, cut out insoles to fit her shoes, carefully put them in her boots, and went for a walk. And you know what? This time, her feet stayed warm. No exaggeration. They didn't sweat or burn. They just felt comfortable. For the first time in many winters, Elena Petrovna didn't think about how to get home as quickly as possible. She just walked. She looked at the trees, breathed in the frosty air, and felt the snow crunching under her feet. It was a revelation. Why does it work? It's simple. Wool is a natural thermoregulator. It not only warms, but also wicks away moisture. And unlike synthetic insulators, it creates a soft, breathable layer that helps retain heat even during long periods in the cold. It's not magic. It's knowledge that has been passed down to us from our ancestors and has been unjustly forgotten in the world of technology and marketing. But the story doesn't end there. The next day, over a cup of coffee, Elena Petrovna told her old friend Valentina about her discovery. Valentina was not surprised, but simply added, "And I also buy these little pads at the pharmacy, you know? They keep you warm. You just put them in your shoes, and they start to warm up on their own." "Pads?" Elena squinted skeptically. "Do you think they help?" "I've been using them for several winters now," Valentina nodded. "Without them, I would have stopped going out altogether." Continued in part 2. The next day, Elena Petrovna decided she had to check everything thoroughly. She went to the pharmacy and found those very same warming pads. Small, inconspicuous, in plain packaging. You wouldn't think they could save you from the cold. But in the evening, she decided to test them anyway. The day turned out to be particularly cold. It was 20 below, with a sharp, biting wind. Elena put the pads in her boots, put them on, and went outside. Half an hour. An hour. 2. And her feet were warm. Not just not cold. They felt like they were holding the heat of a fireplace inside. No tension. No desire to get home quickly. "It works," she said to herself in surprise. And then something completely unexpected happened. Her grandson Dmitri approached her. Seeing his grandmother getting ready to go outside, he said, "Have you tried putting foil under your insoles?" "Foil? Are you kidding?" She laughed. "No, Grandma, it's like a thermos. The foil reflects the heat back. I saw it on the internet." At first, Elena thought it was just another one of her grandson's antics. But then she thought, why not give it a try? The thermos effect. Foil that saves the day in the evening. She cut 2 pieces of foil to fit her insoles. She put them under her woolen insoles. She put on her boots. And she went outside the next morning. And then, magic. Her feet weren't just warm. They had a special dry warmth. It was as if there were built-in heaters inside her boots, but no batteries, no wires. "Dmitri, you're a genius," she called happily to her grandson as she returned home from a long walk. "I can't believe it's just foil." Mission: share. Since then, everything has changed. She told her neighbors, friends, and relatives about her discovery. In the evenings, they would sit on a bench and discuss how they kept warm. And now, none of them were cold anymore. Even those who always complained about icy feet. Her home was filled with gratitude. Every woman she advised to try these 3 simple tricks, wool insoles, warming pads, and foil, felt that winter was no longer the enemy. Winter is a season to enjoy. Go for walks and enjoy the snow without shivering from the cold. Let's sum up. 3 golden rules for warm feet. Wool insoles are cheap, environmentally friendly, and effective. You can use old sweaters, giving new life to unwanted items. Warming pads are little helpers that keep you warm for several hours, even in the most severe frosts. Foil under the insoles is a simple life hack with a scientific explanation. The foil reflects body heat back, creating a thermos effect. From Grandma to you, with love. Now, when Elena Petrovna goes out for a walk with her granddaughter Alexandra, she doesn't wrap herself in 10 layers of clothing or dream of a blanket and a kettle. She walks easily with a smile, enjoying life. "Imagine, a year ago I wouldn't even have gone out," she laughs, catching up with her granddaughter, who is frolicking in the snowdrifts. Winter is no longer a season of fear. It has become a time of closeness, walks, laughter, and comfort. Now it's your turn. If you have your own life hacks for staying warm in winter, write them in the comments. Share the warmth. Your advice may save someone's frozen fingers. If you found the video useful, like it and subscribe to the Energy Key channel. In the next episodes, we will tell you how to warm your hands in 3 simple steps, which foods help keep your body warm, and how to make your home really warm, even in the harshest winter, without overspending. Winter is not a death sentence. It just requires knowledge. See you soon.